Hey there, royal fans. Let's dive into more juicy news. Today's headline: Thomas Markle's growing rift with Prince Harry as he says, "I'm being ghosted like Charles." He was a shy, retired lighting director from Pennsylvania, while his counterpart is the future King of England. But Thomas Markle says he has one thing in common with Prince Charles. Both fathers have been ghosted by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle since they married in 2018. In a bombshell interview this week, the 78-year-old tore into US TV host Oprah Winfrey, claiming she took advantage of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, but saved particular criticism for Prince Harry, saying he was stupid and contradicts himself too much. The astonishing rant on Australia's 60 Minutes is just the latest barb in the Americans' long-running feud with the royal couple, despite having never actually met his son-in-law in the flesh. Infamously absent from the royal wedding after suffering a heart attack triggered by emotional stress, Thomas was urged by the Duke not to speak to the press, a request that appears to have fallen on deaf ears. Going on to call Harry rude and accusing him of failing to protect his daughter, the pair's relationship has appeared strained from the start. Here is how it went so sadly wrong. "Never raise your hand against my daughter." Just days after Harry and Meghan announced their engagement, details emerged that Thomas Markle was living a solitary existence on the coast of Mexico. Little was known about the former actress's father, but his son, Thomas Jr., revealed he was already hating the attention sparked by his daughter's upcoming marriage. Dad never liked the limelight, but since the news came out about Meghan and Harry, he's become a total recluse, Thomas Jr. told the Daily Mail. "I haven't seen him in years. He hates the attention Meghan's romance has brought to him. He loves her, but hates the idea of being in the spotlight." During the couple's engagement interview, hints of Thomas's estrangement from Meghan were clear as they admitted Harry was yet to meet his future father-in-law. Speaking later on Good Morning Britain, however, Thomas said the Duke had asked his permission before proposing and that he gave it to him with a stern warning. Describing the moment, Thomas said he told Harry, "You are a gentleman. Promise me you'll never raise your hand against my daughter. And of course, I will grant you my permission." Regrets over staged paparazzi photos. Controversy swarmed around Thomas in the build-up to the wedding as he was caught staging photos for the press. The pensioner was pictured being measured up for a wedding suit and reading online articles about Meghan before her nuptials. Footage appeared to show him orchestrating the images with professional photographer Jeff Rayner. They were then sold to newspapers and magazines around the world for up to $100,000, with Thomas getting a 30% cut. Jessica Anya, who managed the internet cafe where the pictures were taken, told the Mail on Sunday the man and the photographer came in together. "It was in the morning. They didn't stay long, probably about 10 minutes, and they left together. I thought it was strange that they were taking pictures in here. It's an unusual place to take pictures." Thomas had never come here before, and I don't know who he was. He had a photographer with him. He came in and paid to use the computer, while the other person was taking pictures of him from behind. In his latest interview, Thomas expressed regret over the photos, despite admitting last year he was still making money off of them. "I'd like to say again, I'm sorry for what I've done. This was 2 years ago, but I've tried to make it up to Meghan." Hung up on rude Harry in hospital. Astonishing text sent by Harry on the eve of the royal wedding lay bare his attempt to salvage the situation, as Thomas' courting of the press appeared to be affecting his health. The messages revealed in court documents filed during Meghan's High Court legal battle with the publisher of the Mail on Sunday showed the Duke pleading with his then fiance's father not to speak to the media. One text reads, "Tom, Harry again, really need to speak to you. You do not need to apologize. We understand the circumstances, but going public will only make the situation worse. If you like Meg and want to make it right, please call me, as there are 2 other options which don't involve you having to speak to the media, who incidentally created this whole situation. So please call me so I can explain. Meg and I are not angry. We just need to speak to you, thanks." He added, "Oh, any speaking to the press will backfire. Trust me, Tom. Only we can help you, as we have been trying from day one." However, it is alleged that rather than reply to the messages, Tom instead issued a statement to TMZ revealing he had suffered a heart attack, with Meghan only hearing the news via the report. He eventually announced he would miss the wedding due to his health, later claiming he hung up on Harry after the Duke phoned him while in hospital to reiterate his disappointment about talking to the press. According to Thomas, Harry said, "If you had listened to me, this would never have happened." Thomas said he thought the timing of the call was rude. In an interview with the Mail on Sunday, he said he told Harry, "Maybe it would be better for you guys if I was dead. Then you could pretend to be sad before hanging up on him." Looking back, however, he admitted in the same interview that his son-in-law was absolutely right to criticize him, would have been there for Meghan during struggles. Thomas suggested that after the wedding he would step back from the limelight, though he has continued to speak of his disappointment at being distanced from his daughter. Appearing on Good Morning Britain after the Sussex's extraordinary interview with Oprah Winfrey, he said it was the first time he had heard Meghan speak in about 4 years. He then expressed his sadness that he was unable to help when she was struggling with her mental health, a period which influenced the couple's decision to quit royal duties and move to America. "I've been pushed around and knocked down from one thing I did," he told the ITV show. "I love my daughter. If I had known she was having psychological problems, I would have been there for her. It really did upset me. Like I said, it would have been easy for her to reach out to me or the rest of the family, who she claims she doesn't know. The other thing is, I would think she could turn to her husband." Despite protests by host Susanna Reid, who gave examples of Meghan insisting Harry had been by her side, he replied that the prince had obviously not supported her that well. Ghosted like Charles. Thomas' frequent high-profile interviews appear to fly in the face of Harry's wishes, and his latest outburst suggests reconciliation is far from the agenda. In the discussion with Channel 9's Tom Steinfort, he was asked if he felt sorry for his son-in-law, who discussed suffering from mental health issues in his recent Apple TV documentary series, The Me You Can't See. Thomas answered, "Yes, but he contradicts himself too much and he's stupid." He also criticized claims that the Duke previously made about going to the royal family for help as Meghan suffered from feeling suicidal. Thomas added, he said, "My daughter was thinking of suicide and he went to the royals and they didn't help him." Well, you don't go to the royals. You pick up the damn phone and call a damn doctor. It's like saying I wanted to leave the house but nobody opened the door for me. It's stupid. Thanking Prince Charles for walking Meghan down the aisle in the absence, Thomas suggested the royal would know felt, but Harry openly speaking of feeling distance from his own father. "I think we get on quite well. If we went for a drink together, and I think it's unfortunate what's happened to him as well. He seems like a likable guy, and I appreciate the fact that he walked my daughter down the aisle. I could certainly not have asked for a better replacement, although I would have liked to do it myself. I see them both ghosting their families completely, and now they are all alone in a huge house where they can probably accommodate 20 people. But it's just the four of them. I don't think they are going to have relatives over for a barbecue next week or next month, and I don't know why." I think Mr. Markle should just shut his trap. He does not know what he talks about. What do you guys think of that? Any sympathy for the man? Leave your comments, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for all your support. I hope to see you tomorrow with more news. Goodbye for now.